If you train your brain to get turned on by the sexy women you see online and not by an intimate relationship with a partner, you will never break free from this addiction. My name is Joely CV, and I transform men from porn and masturbation addicts to purposeful and ambitious men through God's grace, no mine. So like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned. So basically, when you consume porn constantly, every day, frequently, you train your brain to get turned on only to porn, only to the sexually stimulative content you watch. Porn cannot be compared to an intimate relationship. The stimulation you get from porn is way higher than what you can get from an intimate relationship with a partner. Cannot be compared. On the arousal scale of, let's say, sexual attraction, on the stimulation scale, 1 to 10, porn is at a number of 15. Porn is at a number of 15 on the arousal scale of 1 to 10. And that scale consists of, let's say your partner, per se, let's say the girl that you're attracted to, the girl that you love, that you find completely attractive. On her best day, let's say she's even a 9 out of 10. 9. And to get aroused, you need a number of 15 because you constantly watch porn. 9 out of 10 can't arouse you anymore. You need a number of 15. That's how stimulating porn is. Cannot be compared to an intimate relationship. It cannot be compared. And porn fulfills every desire. Porn fulfills every fantasy, every fetish, everything that you desire about, anything that you have in your head, all the moaning sounds you want to hear when you want to have sex, all the positions you want to see the girl in, all the fetishes you have in your mind, everything you've imagined, porn fulfills it because it's not real. Most of those stuff you see on porn is not real. 90% is not real. 90. Let's say there's a 10% of the women out there and the men acting porn that just enjoys what they do. Let's say that. But the rest 90% is acting. It's fake. It's not real. It's not completely real. It's not just real. It is not real. Porn is an illusion. Makes you think that what you see on the screen happens in real life. When most times it doesn't. It doesn't freaking happen. It doesn't. It just doesn't. You get wired to consuming that content. You get turned on only by that. Every day you watch porn. Every day you watch porn, and you train your brain to get only aroused by porn. The women acting porn, they don't even enjoy it, most of them. And you can say that fine, there's a 20%, there's a fraction of women and men that actually enjoy it. But the remaining, let's say 90% of women and men, or let's say women in question, don't even enjoy it. They just take a bump of crack so they can get through their 2-hour scene. Then they go and spend 2 hours in the bathroom crying because they feel they have been violated just for their money. Just because they have to get that paycheck. They can't even go through it on a clear head. They need to get high. How messed up is that? How messed up? The dopamine release from porn cannot be compared to the dopamine released when you have an intimate relationship with a woman. Cannot be compared. The one you get from normal sex is far lower. The stimulation you get from porn is here. Normal sex is around here. It cannot be compared. It cannot be compared. Porn is far higher. Far, way higher. So when you constantly consume porn and your arousal level is up here, when you see a normal woman, you won't be aroused. That what leads to ED, erectile dysfunction. That's basically it. Your arousal level is fucked up. It's messed up. Pardon my speech. Forgive my French. Or is it pardon my French? Your arousal level is messed up. So you can't get turned on by what you see anymore. Even in the porn also. That's why you see people graduating from different genres of porn to higher levels to more extreme stuff, because the normal soft porn you watch doesn't do it anymore. They don't even get half of the normal porn. They have to look for certain kind of things that are extremely vile, things that they won't even do in real life, that's why men go on to rape, because porn, they can't even get hard from porn anymore, because porn, they have watched all the genres, all the stuff. That level of arousal is too high. So some men going to raping women just to fulfill their fantasies, just to get hard and get an erection, to get that dopamine rush through their brain. They are so addicted to that dopamine rush. So they're gonna rape women. See the path that is going from just normal softcore porn to even rape, and it's completely messed up. The same stimulation you get from a normal relationship isn't what you get from porn. It is not the same thing. And remember, I'm not just talking about porn here. I'm also talking about all the sexual content you watch online. Remember what I said. Be it the movies with the sex scenes, be it the erotic music that she's saying, my coochie this, my coochie that, be it the social media trends you see online, the videos with all the erotic content, all the women exposing their bodies completely naked, all the softcore porn you watch online, be it in the conversations you have with your friends, erotic stuff, saying, oh, this girl did this to him, she sucked this, she swallowed that, and it's turning you on. All those things, separate from porn, give the same effect. All sexual content give the same effect. They give that dopamine rush, that dopamine stimulation, that rush in your brain. They give the same effect. But the one that gives the highest effect is porn. Why? Because this is simply the two people coming together naked, doing the act of sex, having sex with each other. What else can be more stimulating than that? What else? So don't think that it's cool for you to just, okay, I don't watch porn, but I watch all the other stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, there's something wrong with that. It gives the same effect, the same stimulation effect, just not as high as the level of porn. And it's completely messed up. And you can say, okay, as a Christian man that you are, a man wanting to follow Christ, wanting to walk in his statutes, where can I go? Because obviously I can't continue watching porn, and it's not like I can have an intimate relationship with a woman and start sleeping with her, even though I love her, if I'm not married. So where am I going? Damned if I do, damned if I don't. I can't go and continue watching porn. I can't be sleeping around any woman I want, even though I love her, because I'm not married. So where am I going to? I'm just stuck in the middle. What am I going to do now? Basically, I don't really know. I don't really know. But what I know is, in Luke 14 verse 27 to 28, Jesus talked about carrying your cross. He said, anybody that cannot pick up his cross and follow me is not worth being my disciple. The cross is not sweet. The cross is not easy. It's not an easy, it's a difficult burden to carry. It's a difficult burden to look away from porn. It's a difficult burden to look away from sex with a woman, even though you love her, being intimate, if you're not married. It's difficult. It's freaking hard. In 28, he said, who wanting to build a tower will not count the cost, whether he has enough to build it. When you enter this walk with Christ, did you think about it? Whether you have what it takes to do it? Think about it. Ask yourself that question. Because it's not sweet, it's not easy. But this is who we are. We are followers of Christ. We are Christians. We love God. We are perfected through Jesus Christ. And we are his children. So we have no other choice other than to walk in his statutes. And I'm fine. I've been here and 7 months clean. No sex with nobody. And I'm still going. Through God's grace. Through God's grace, nothing else. I'm still going strong. So why can't you do the same? You can. Of course you can. So the bottom line is that consuming porn, constantly consuming these contents, will screw up your brain. And you may wonder to yourself, if I can't have sex with a woman, what can I do? Where can I get that dopamine from? Well, of course, you can still have women around you. You can't just, it's not like you will just go from being this person to, okay, get married and having sex. Life doesn't work like that. Life is not binary. You go through procedures first. You get to know a woman, spend time with women, find them attractive in your eyes. Of course, that's not wrong. We are polar opposites. We are polar opposites. We have to be attracted to each other. Yes, that's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with seeing a woman like and saying, yeah, you're beautiful. Spend time with women. Have a purpose. Have a goal. Chase those goals. The stimulation will come from there. You find fulfillment in them. The dopamine rush will come from there. Hang out with a woman. People have girlfriends before they marry, even without having sex. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. That is better than watching porn. But I have to say this ultimately. I'll be lying in my heart if I didn't say this. I would rather have sex with a woman that I love than watch porn. I'll leave it at that. If you want to see more of my videos, more of my content, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, comment. It's a win-win for both of us. And also, thanks. I really appreciate it. And also, I'm building something that can help men go from porn and masturbation addicts to purposeful and ambitious men through God's grace, not mine. So and doing some research, and I'd like to know about your pain points, your struggles with this addiction, how you've been affected, how down bad you've been, how it's affected your mental health, your relationships with your spouse, girlfriends, fiancés, loved ones, how it's damaged your self-image, your self-confidence, how it's just destroyed your life. You can reach out to me on X, formerly known as Twitter. We can have a deep discussion, completely free, no condemnation, no judgment, just two guys talking about your porn addiction and how you can overcome it, ultimately through God's grace, not through mine or not through yours. So if that sounds like you, hit me up on X, links in the description, chat me up, I'll respond as soon as possible, and stay good, peace. And also, trust in God, know yourself, cut out the bad habits, do the good habits, and be consistent. See you in the next video. Peace.